So it's one night and you're struggling to sleep. Instead of trying very hard to sleep, you're hearing these sort of voices or whatever. And it kind of sounds like they're coming from right next door. And these conversations are just going on and on and on and on. They talk only about you, and you're trying your best to sleep, and it doesn't seem to go away. It goes on for days. It seems like it's still always from next door, and they know a lot of information about your life, events that are happening in your life. And you're wondering, hey, how come I can't fall asleep? Whereas before I could jump into bed and within 2 minutes, whether it's 11 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, I would fall asleep. But now, even up to 5 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, you almost sitting and you're listening to all these conversations that are going on about you, your secrets, your job, your friends, and you're wondering, who are these people? How come they know like my whole life? Well, one thing to note is that these conversations, these people are actually not next door. They might be far away, or they might actually be close by. They're doing all of this via satellite using some clever technology. They're actually speaking through some microphone. And it sounds like it's a lot of people sometimes. It might sound like it's 5 or 4 of them, but it might actually, in some instances, just be 2 guys using like modulation and PC software, and it sounds like it's 4, but it's actually just like 2 of them. Just even sometimes it sounds like it's voices of people that you know, like maybe your friend or a family member or somebody that you've known, or and the one thing to note about these conversations is that they are actually role play. They're scripted, only to sort of cause damage, psychological damage. And you would notice that it's always negative. It's always like bad stuff. It's always like depressing. It's nothing pleasant. And you're actually forced to listen to this the entire time. And you can't seem to shut it off or shut it down. And it's also meant to get a reaction out of you. It's intentionally meant to do that, scripted, to get a reaction out of you. Maybe like move a house, change a house. You'd hear them sometimes talk about how you need to move and you're not wanted here, and or how you're going to die, or how somebody's going to kill you. And it sounds realistic, it's convincing, but it's all a lie, and it's intentionally made to try and cause some kind of psychological and mental damage. And this is called voice to skull, or V2K. It's also known as artificial telepathy or the voice of God. When you're going through this sort of thing and it doesn't seem to be going away and it's going on and on for a while, that's when you know you're a targeted individual. And unfortunately, there are actually perpetrators that are deliberately doing this under the umbrella of gang stalking, and which is intent is simply to destroy your life, to sabotage all kinds of your life, all areas of your life.